welcome to another episode of the Primer Podcast. My name's William.
And this is Davis.
Man, it's weird. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's actually cold today, too.
That too. After all that heat, finally got some rain. It's starting. Well, for SoCal, actually feels like a season now.
Yeah, I'm wearing a jacket.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far yet. Thermal, but yeah, it's really cooled down, and had the first fire last night of the season in the fireplace.
Oh, you had to make a little dent in your mountain of firewood.
Yeah, small dent.
Small dent, right?
Added to it this year was 32 feet of redwood fencing, which burns great, burns hot, burns fast, but a lot of stuff. And at work there was more firewood. I'm like, I can't take it. I got nowhere to put it.
Sorry, I couldn't come pick any more up.
Right. Well, I thought about it, but it's like, well, I've got that job tomorrow, so it'd just be sitting in the back of the truck, and then get rained on. I'm like,
You dump it?
Dumped it.
See, a young entrepreneur who had nothing to do and had a skill saw, he could sell some firewood. Somebody local,
Right,
a couple block radius.
Yeah, but there's so much free stuff on Craigslist.
I guess.
Would you pay for firewood?
I might if it was a kid
Okay.
looking to make a couple bucks, and it was already cut down.
Well, in the over 9 years that I've had a fireplace,
Right.
I haven't bought firewood yet.
Right.
So,
I understand.
but if it was some kid on the street,
Well, I mean, if I was running low on firewood, how much wood you got? Is it cut down already? Is it readily available? How much you looking? Like I said, a kid, someone who's looking who's hungry to make a little cash.
collecting bottles, selling firewood, that type of thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Help a kid out.
help a kid out.
Okay. All right. So what's been happening?
You tell me, man.
Well, do you want to talk about the truck?
What's going on with the truck?
Man, what? 3 weeks now?
At least.
3, maybe pushing 4. Okay, so I think the last full podcast, not the quick one that we did, I was going to dive into the carburetor.
Oh, the carburetor. That's right.
Okay, that's right, because we talked about Speedway sucks.
No, you said Summit.
I keep saying, okay, summitracing.com blows.
Customer service, huh?
The customer service.
The guys are always there 24/7.
Yeah.
You're feeling lonely. You thinking about your car maybe. You want to call somebody and talk about cars. You call Summit.
Yeah.
Hey man,
So
I got a 500 horsepower Chevy. What should I do? What should I get next?
what kind of bolt-on?
What kind of bolt-on chrome can I get?
Okay.
So anyway,
I got the carburetor rebuild kit, from eBay.
okay, now back up now. You've got a Holley 4-barrel, 600 CFM.
600 CFM, which is the
4160.
4160. Thank you.
Okay.
And
Now that's electric choke, mechanical choke?
mechanical choke,
Vacuum
secondaries.
Okay.
And it wasn't a Holley kit. It was like a made for Holley kit.
Right. It was a generic rebuild kit.
Yeah.
Right.
So let's see,
That's right.
like a Friday night, I tore it off basically in the dark. I mean,
Yeah, it's hard to do.
a little flashlight, but
Yeah.
that's not tough. I wanted to be ready Saturday morning. I had my carburetor cleaner already.
Yeah.
All my ducks in a row. ready to go.
Probably 4 connections, at least.
Four bolts.
4 bolts. Your fuel line.
2 vacuum. Or 1 for the gauge.
One for the gauge. One for the
distributor.
The distributor, vacuum advance.
And the PVC.
And the
PCV. And that's about it. Oh, accelerated cable.
Yeah, your linkage. Okay.
So Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Took it apart.
Right.
Section by section. I even brought my book out, even though.
Yeah, the Holly book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've done basically this same carburetor,
right.
5-6 times.
That same one?
No, between the Galaxie,
the Galaxie,
and the truck.
Okay, so your basic
over the
carburetor.
years.
Yeah.
It's like I know how it goes, but had the book there.
Yeah,
just to make sure.
So you went through
everything. The kit didn't contain everything. It was like missing stuff.
Really?
Yeah, it was missing some gaskets. Didn't have the right secondary fuel bowl gasket. I had to take one of the old cork ones that I had in my kit and modify it.
Really?
Yeah. It had the wrong power valve in there.
Wait a minute. So this is a kit you got through eBay?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm looking at the markings. Pulled out the old power valve.
Right.
Look at the mark.
Right.
One
stamp number on there.
Yeah, I'm getting old, so I'm there with the flashlight and the magnifying glass trying to read it.
Getting old sucks.
Well, in my other issues,
right?
I've been to the eye doctor for like 3 years. I went last week. My close-up vision is all. Prescription is all out of whack. So when I put my glasses on, it makes it worse.
It makes it worse. Okay.
I got a new pair on the way, but trying to look at things with magnifying glasses, it was the wrong power valve. I had one up in my kit.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sold on my rebuild just because I didn't have everything. Do you know what I mean?
You didn't get a complete rebuild kit.
Right.
Complete overhaul kit.
Yeah.
Because I know there's like a kind of a good, better, and a best with some of those. And they also have some that are like the high performance.
The trick kit.
Trick kit, right.
Rebuilt it Saturday. I put it on Sunday, because, gets to a point where it's like, okay, I'm tired of doing this.
But you essentially broke this thing down. You got the
the
primary and the
off.
secondary bowls are off. You got gaskets. You got the power valve.
The metering plate.
The metering plate. It's been a while for me for that one. Power. Oh, see, is there a power valve?
There's one on this one. There's one.
There's one power valve, right?
And one metering plate
because you have a transfer tube, right?
Yeah, it's got the transfer tube,
right? You probably have a needle in a seat somewhere in there.
Yeah, I did. I didn't monkey with that.
Oh, really?
Well, because
didn't come with it.
It came with it, but it didn't have all the gaskets to put everything back together.
For the banjo inlet on the.
So I didn't want to take it apart and not be able to put it back together because I didn't have the stuff.
Right.
So.
Oh man.
That part I just kind of left alone.
Well, if you have a fouled needle or seat.
Okay. Well, I cleaned everything.
But you took it apart then?
No, I didn't take it all the way down.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't have the gaskets and cork things to put it all back together.
All right.
Sunday, put it on, ran like caca.
What do you mean?
Wouldn't hold an idle.
Did the instructions give you like a turn
1.5 turns out?
1.5 turns out
for the air idle.
Wait a minute, that's right. You have to use the box end wrench and the screwdriver on the top of the bowls.
That's for the needle and seat,
right?
Which I didn't monkey with.
Okay, so so you left that. Okay, now
I left that
okay,
alone.
so you left that alone.
The air idle's 1.5 turns out
The
for
air
your
idle.
for your
Oh.
basic setting,
Right.
and
And you had it hooked up to the vacuum gauge while you're doing this.
inside the truck
Okay.
in the cab,
Right.
just it wouldn't hold an idle. It'd fire up. I just would have to just keep giving it gas, just to keep it running.
Yeah.
And I said, "F it, I'm done." Called up my friends over at jegs.com,
Right.
which I highly recommend now. They're my new supplier.
But wait a minute. Let me get back to this carburetor. So it just sounded like it had a vacuum leak then. You just couldn't get it to idle at all.
Nope. It kept,
Even if you monkeyed with the idle speed.
Yep.
Really? You replaced the base gasket on the intake?
Brand new.
Brand new.
Even used the gasket stuff.
Gasket cinch?
Yeah, whatever.
You're not supposed to use gasket cinch on an intake
Okay. Well, I
Carburetor.
did, but
flange. You shouldn't need to.
okay. Well,
Okay, anyway.
but that wouldn't do it.
The vacuum advance was hooked up
Oh yeah, everything was hooked back the way it's supposed to be.
and it wouldn't do it, huh?
Just wouldn't do it.
Oh.
And so I was done.
I see, okay. So you called Jegs and you got a replacement carburetor?
Got the replacement carburetor. And what's really cool about Jegs is if you get your online order in by 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, it's shipped the next day.
11 p.m.
11 p.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
Which is what, 9 for us?
It's
Or
like
8.
6 or 8. Yeah,
8.
8 p.m. and you'll have it.
And
And you had it within 2 days, huh?
well, I spent like the extra 10 or 15 bucks for a 2-day shipping
Oh, okay.
and had it in 2 days.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. So,
Let me order a carburetor. I'll get it in 2 days. Wow.
had
Sometimes mail order is just awesome.
had buddy neighbor around the corner help me push it for street sweeping,
Oh, yeah.
and then let's see, Saturday bolted it on, fired right up.
Bolted right on, hooked everything up, and it fired right up.
Yep. Oh, except for
Well, you probably had crank, some fuel in the bowls, and then
Right.
and then it fired right up.
okay, except for my luck, which is bad luck.
Oh yeah, if
No,
if it wasn't for bad luck, you wouldn't have any.
Right. Because some of the things don't come with the new carburetor. Like
Like what?
the stem for the
Oh, really?
for the air cleaner. The threaded rod for it,
Right.
and that little ball,
Little ball.
for the accelerator,
The little ball
for the accelerator cable.
Oh yeah, the stud, the ball stud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Yep.
literally the last thing that I was putting on,
Yeah. They
And-
don't come with those.
and I'm tightening it up,
I don't know why.
tightening it up, and it was like, okay, quarter turn, snap.
Oh, you what?
Yeah, I broke it.
Wow.
Luckily, it broke at a place where I was able to get one of those nylon insert, kind of acorn.
Oh, the nylock.
Yeah,
Nylock.
I was able to get
Right.
one of those on there, but I got to order. It's on my list.
Oh.
Order one that's got a little bit more, but it's just like, oh come on,
I wish you had told. Well, you know what? I don't think I have any of those.
Yeah, I didn't have any in my
Yeah, I don't
my
have
Holly
any.
box. And but
That's the 50-cent part too.
right,
And
and
you can't
it
do
was the
anything.
last thing. Okay, but got it on. It fired right up. After a few cranks, and drove it over to my mechanic because I wanted to get the lower control arm bushings taken care of because one was totally gone.
Now that's the I-beam,
Yeah, it's the twin I-beam
the
suspension.
twin I-beam suspension. Hey, there's the diagram.
And so I was able to get it. They closed at 2:00, I got it in there like 1:45. That's why I didn't bother dialing it in. It's
Right.
like, you know.
So you drove over there.
Yeah, less than a mile.
Yeah. No problem?
No.
Like nothing?
No, I mean, it wasn't it wasn't purring like a kitten,
Right.
but, it was running.
Right.
Nothing like what it was
So
before.
the vacuum gauge wasn't bouncing around. You weren't
No.
over revving it when you were stopped at a stop sign. And
No.
it didn't stall.
The idle was a little high.
Okay.
No biggie.
Right.
And I told them that. It's like, look, brand new carb. I haven't touched it. That's why, it's going to be run it like this.
Right.
Then brought it in. I was able to finally picked it up today. They did the lower control arm bushings and the other bushings. I had it. I just lost it. The pivot arm bushings. Does that sound right?
I don't know anything about those big trucks, dude.
Yeah. There were other bushings that.
I'm thinking of
Denver
the 59. It's kind of a different deal, but your year was the first time for that twin I-beam, so things are a little different.
Yeah. But essentially, they had to take the axle off, the brakes apart, the whole front end.
Oh, really? They dropped the whole thing?
Yeah.
Coil springs and everything, huh?
Yeah, to get to it, so they can press them in.
Oh, yeah.
So
bushings that cost $50, but it takes you 7 hours to get to it.
I looked at the receipt.
Yeah.
They were $49.
Right. That sucks.
But so overall bill on that.
But I mean, still, it's like the world's simplest thing,
Yeah. That.
Keep it simple. Jesus Christ, it's a 65 truck and still running.
Mm-hmm. So.
No struts on that one.
No. So that was about $800.
Yeah.
And
$600 of labor. Yeah.
And new carburetor was about $250.
That's not bad. The China's finest on that one?
I don't know.
Oh, really?
It said Holly.
Overseas, bro.
Probably, but when you
need it, you need it. Right.
Exactly.
And it's $250. Okay.
So
how does it drive though? I mean, is it?
Well, I did a few errands today, and
did you go to Ace?
Actually,
yes.
I went to Ace. I went and picked up my bag and that Fiend tool. Got some gas. Hit Rite Aid.
Right.
And then let's see. The carburetor was a little too lean.
Run a little hot on you?
Well,
did it backfire?
No, it didn't backfire. But when I went to adjust the air idles,
yeah.
I mean, it's like eighth of a turn, and the thing dropped down. So it was like, okay, brought it back up, gave it another little quarter turn.
Oh, okay.
Smoothed it out a little bit, and then adjusted the idle. So I mean, 5-minute carb adjust. Because I mean, when they come from the factory, they're close.
Yeah, they're close, but
they
don't know what compression you're running or
right. So a little fine tuning on that, and then let's see. Then I monkeyed around with that incredibly, horribly designed Indy shifter.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, do you remember when we went to Ventura? It's like it wasn't going into first gear.
Yeah. You had a heck of a time with that.
The whole thing's, the whole assembly was loose.
It's just
loose.
Yeah.
Things held together with one bolt.
Okay.
There's one bolt that keeps everything together.
Well, every time you tell me something about this truck, it just sounds like you just shouldn't be driving it.
Well, I didn't put that on. That wasn't me. So
you tighten it up? You
tighten it up. Tighten it up.
So you don't have like 3 feet of throw when you're trying to get from third to first?
Well, I didn't take it for...
Oh, you didn't get out of second gear yet?
No, I just kind of rocked back and forth,
Uh-huh. No.
6 feet or so,
Right.
while I was on the street. And
Yeah.
was like, okay, this feels better.
Right.
But yes, I did leave the 9/16 combo wrench and socket, right on the side. So when I take it out tomorrow, it's like, oh, if it's too tight, like it won't go into second or something like that.
Okay,
It's like,
gotcha.
oh, so I can get under there and just back it off a little bit.
Yeah, but you won't need a jack, so that's cool.
That's true.
Life is simple with an old simple truck.
And in the big pictures, so I dropped, a little over $1,000.
And you're gonna say it's still cheaper than a car
Still
payment.
cheaper than a car payment. Because, it's been like,
It's been a while since you've had that thing really in for anything.
I think it's been like 2 years.
I guess so. Has it been 2 years? Now you're scaring me with time.
When
Time flies, man.
I had to get the whole steering column rebuilt.
Ooh, with the rag joint and the whole bit?
Yeah,
That's been over 2 years, man.
right. So I wasn't ready for, I wasn't prepared for, $1,000, to drop into it. But,
When it rains, it pours, yeah.
so I'm taking it over to Torrance tomorrow to
Do your
drop
install.
in that
And
cabinet.
then a little money's going to come back to you. And
Yeah, well, I gotta give them a deal on this because it's been so long. Like I feel bad.
oh, because your truck was out. And all right, okay,
It's like it's been built. It's been sitting here
right,
in my way.
right. Of course.
That.
Oh, that's
And having to
that's
send
it.
emails is
Yeah.
like, well, I know we said this weekend, but I can't make it because I don't have a
because
carburetor.
I don't have it right.
I can't make it because I don't have the bushings. They're taking too long on this, so
I'm having truck problems. Sorry, but it's done.
it's done. I called her.
It's not like, oh hey, yeah, I just couldn't get to it.
Right, it's not that.
No, it's like, oh yeah, that.
It was like,
I had a friend who came in from out of town.
right, and like next
I gotta
week
go,
I can't do it.
Donate a kidney. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I haven't been slacking. It's like I literally can't get out there, and it's
I
like,
gotta go.
what am I
take
gonna
care
do?
of some livestock?
What am I going to strap it on top of the wife's car?
Nah, ain't gonna happen.
No,
Of course, if you took the trunk lid off the Galaxie, it would be no problem.
that, you know what?
Well, you know what? I would say yeah. I would
it
say it
probably
would definitely
fit.
work in there, but then you have your fuel leak. So,
Yeah,
but yeah,
I could
the Galaxie
rope it up.
easily.
it would slip in there.
Yeah, 9/16 socket would take that lid right off.
Oh no, or just pop it up and slide
the lid off.
it in.
I'd take the lid off.
No, alignment issues.
You just mark it before you take it off. I've done it with the Mustang.
Okay, well that's been
Got an air compressor. I got my air compressor in the Mustang, dude.
okay. Well, that's been rear-ended.
Oh. So?
Yeah, so it's
Well,
it
if
does-
it closes now, it'll close when you put it back on.
okay, but it's not that factory close.
No.
So it's that I've been hit closed and it needs an extra little shove. So I'd rather not. I'd rather slip it in and rope it closed.
I could see that.
Well, that's how I got not this compressor, but the first air compressor home.
In the trunk?
Yeah, that big tall one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow, the upright.
Yeah. Put it in the trunk of the Galaxie. I used to get a half stack, which would be the head and, speaker cabinet, 2 guitars, and my toolbox or, my gig box all in the trunk and close it. Drive to gigs, pull it out. Granted, it was a little bit of a backbreaker to, to get it in, because things are heavy and you had to get the right angle. But you
It'll fit.
It'll fit. It's a 6-body trunk.
There you go.
Any news on the Mustang? Any new parts?
Mustang. Oh, today I ordered up some wheels. I went to a vet swap meet last weekend. I had the luxury of sleeping in an hour and still getting there on time due to the time change.
Okay, yeah.
So, I booked it over there.
And it was probably crowded because everybody else was in the same boat.
Some people were actually, it filled up more when I was leaving. And I actually took the wagon this time, too. The kids' wagon, the old radio flyer. So, because I was looking for wheels. So, 5-lug, 15x6, struck out. But did talk to a couple guys about the 9-inch rear end for the Ranchero. Interesting thing, when you stop and you actually pick somebody's brain who's selling rear ends for $1,300, and you say, okay, what? Tell me here in your crate. Show me what a posi is versus an open ring gear situation on a pumpkin. So I learned about that. I found out that Richmond Gear, which is heavily advertised in like Jegs Summit, sold out years ago. It's China's finest now. Recommendation was Motive Gear. Everyone still uses Timken bearings, which has been around for, Timken bearings been around for, it's like the Westinghouse of like air compressors and compressor parts and stuff for bearings. I mean, it's just like, that's your go-to place. So, but bottom line is, it's still $500 up for, a complete third member. As far as the rear end goes, I mean, there's no reason why you couldn't clean it yourself. But the two guys I did talk to said the same thing as what I got before from Gary at the Gear Shop over in Paramount. Keep the factory rear end that came with the car. You don't want to screw with it. I mean, don't replace it with another aftermarket piece.
So fix the insides of it.
Fix the insides, replace the bearings, go through it, change it, find out what's wrong with it. I told them what the situation was with the noise. They both, two different guys, aisles away from each other, said sounds like a broken or a chipped tooth on a ring gear or a pinion.
And that's what Happy, the guy that we bought the 9-inch.
Oh,
the rear end from.
Jim Morrison.
Happy Jim?
Happy Jim,
is
yeah.
That what we're calling him?
He
It has me confused because
Yeah.
Turbo Negro has Happy Tom.
Oh, yeah, Happy Jim. He said the same thing, but he also said, $340 for a used 28 spline 9-inch for like 325 gear ratio. So he's on the cheap end.
Well, he's also on the used end.
Well, yeah.
Which
I mean, it's kind of, I'm not made of money.
Right, but
he's a good source of information, as well as if I really needed it, like by next week, I could probably do it.
Right, but then it's a used unit.
It's a used unit.
And what, $150 more, you can put new stuff in there?
Maybe. It depends on the condition of the rear end.
Okay, but
because I'm looking at least carrier bearings, like the yoke bearing. You got to replace those. If you're gonna take that out, you got to replace them. But when you get into it's the pinion gear and the ring gear, now you're talking more money. That's the money. So
okay, but do you want to put something in that's 35, 40 years old? That has the potential of going out again?
Well, the other thing, though, is interesting is that
it's also mileage, too. I mean...
There's mileage, but...
You put, what, 300,000 miles on that?
Not the Ranchero. I'm talking 9-inch.
Oh.
not the
Okay.
8-inch. That's
Sorry, I
that's
thought
a
you were
separate
talking-
issue.
I thought you were talking Mustang.
I got no. This is everything. The rear end is just a. They all came together at once.
Yeah.
The 8-inch and the 9-inch. No, the Ranchero 9-inch. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I don't know if it's what used is going to get me, but everybody says the Ford 9-inch is the toughest built, strongest rear end around. There's a reason why NASCAR uses a 9-inch. I mean, tough as nails. But then I'm thinking, well, geez, how come I got a problem then? But, I had an oil leak, and then it progressed, and I drove the car, and then I get a noise. So it's like, I'm not like doing burnouts with it. So I have to dig into it and see what the actual problem is. But if you're going to dig into it, then you're going to take it apart. You're going to replace the U-joints. You're going to replace the axle bearings, which cost $30 a piece. You get those pressed in, you're done. You put seals on it that cost $3 each. You put some gear lube in it. And there's something else that somebody said was your gear lube, the factory gear lube that you have in a lot of these factory Ford 9-inches and 8-inch rear ends is the original stuff, because how often do you really change the oil on a rear end?
I've never changed.
You've never
the oil
changed
in
it, and that's what people say. And that oil is no longer available because it'll kill everything on the earth. Apparently, it's toxic.
If it ain't, to quote Fish, if it ain't toxic, it ain't worth using.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But there's a reason why they engineered a rear end to have that kind of oil, and it's lasted for 40 years. So now the availability of good oil.
Does like Lucas Oil make something like an additive or something like that?
Well,
to,
he said
boost
Lucas Oil as like a regular rear end gear lube, very good. Torco makes a good one. They're based out of Santa Fe Springs over here, but he said that's hard to get. I'm like, well, why is it hard to get? I'm like, can't I just go to the store and get it? He says, because they just don't offer it. He says, you have to go to someone who, like Curry, who will sell it to you. So he goes, that's what I do. But he says he'll have rear ends come into him that need to be overhauled, and he can tell right away that someone's been using synthetic oil in it. The other things I found out, too, is from another guy who said trucks, guys who like to drive around in the mud, that's all fun and games, but he said after a while you start to notice your rear end starts making a whining noise because you got all that water and dirt gets inside the rear end through the differential. Grinds up the gears.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's just like, well, that makes perfect sense. So, yeah, learning curve on rear ends, but it's still gonna cost me some money. But what are you gonna do? I mean,
so the 9-inch on the Ranchero,
right?
Are you gonna attempt that yourself?
And I did look into. I said, well, before I went to the swap meet, the week before I was looking at. Well, it's a pile of parts, right? There's bearings. There's some stuff I can't do, like press bearings on the axle. Somebody else can do that for $20. It takes 5 minutes. The seals, all the parts I can get, basically through O'Reilly, and or your online, your not so favorite parts supplier. I mean, so I can get all that stuff. It's readily available, but as far as actually assembling a rear end, a 9-inch or an 8-inch, I mean, now I have to get like micrometers. I have to measure things to tolerances and specs. I have to get shims. I read a guy's blog. He had like a 70 Mustang. He went ahead and did it all himself. Bought himself a press to do everything. I mean, he did it, and then as he was doing it, he realized that whoever had rebuilt his rear end screwed it up, and basically realized that his posi unit was junk, so he had to buy a new one. So by the time he got done building his own with what he wanted to do, he could have just bought one. He could have had someone who knew what they were doing rebuild it. You know, I mean, he had like the tool to mount on a vise or a workbench to hold a pumpkin because, you know, it weighs like 80 pounds.
Right.
You know, and he's speccing everything out. He's added all his bearings and everything, and he put it on the car, and it was just like, I don't want to do that. I just want to get it done, you know, and put it in. Because, you know, I figured, hey, if this guy can do it, why can't I do it? I mean, I'll buy all the parts. I'll buy $400 worth of parts and be done. But then if there's a problem, I might not know what the problem is.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, you're looking at like, well, I thought I did everything right.
I thought I did everything right. Right. Even if I followed the shop book, but you know, that's going to require me to buy a tool that's got some code on it that I don't know what it is. But it's like,
much like the carburetor on the truck. Took it apart. Obviously, I missed some gaskets or seals that didn't come in the kit, and that's why it runs like caca.
Yeah, but for the rear end, I mean,
right, but
at least a carburetor, it weighs like a pound.
Okay, but
and you can just put it on. A rear end, man, it's like
right,
it takes two people, and it's like a half a day.
But if you miss something,
I don't have a lift.
You don't know what it is.
Right, and you get going at 50 miles an hour, and what's that noise?
You know, or you know,
it's a lot more expensive. Right, yeah.
So I'm guessing you're just going to collect up the parts, bring it over to your guy, and
what
say,
I'm thinking of doing
here
on a
make it work
on a ideal perfect kind of plan would be if I took the rear end out, pulled the axles, got new axle bearings, had my mechanic put the axle bearings in for me, take the pumpkin to one of these three guys to rebuild it for me. So it's interesting. I get a quote for $300 labor, and one guy says $150 labor. So one guy's local, one guy's in the Inland Empire.
Which one's in the Inland Empire? The cheap one?
Oh yeah. See, but it's going to be the labor plus parts. So, and the parts is going to add up fast, very fast. So, but as far as me cleaning the rear end, me pulling the axles, me doing that, cleaning it, whatever, the cosmetic junk that goes with it, that'll be all me.
Right. That'll save a bunch.
Yeah, but.
And having never done a rear end,
but
I mean, there's a huge learning curve.
Right, but there's no rush.
Right.
It's not a daily driver.
It's like
so that's the other thing. But
it's like, do you want to learn all that stuff?
I don't know.
Or just take off what you can.
Well,
take it to someone that's like, this is where the magic happens. You know.
This is where the magic happens, right?
You know.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to pay some guy $20 an hour to have him rattle can some spray paint on it to have his lackey dude who's making $6 an hour. I mean, I can do that. There's no point in me paying someone else to do that. That's my thing. I mean, putting axles in and all right, give me the torque spec. I'll put it in. I mean, that's it. It's the tolerances and the mathematics of what goes into the rear end to make it run right is what I need to have done. So as far as the 8-inch goes for the Mustang, it is a 68 Mustang Cougar 279 gear, original 8-inch rear end that somebody had rigged up the 2-inch brakes on one side and 1 3/4 on the other. So all that's coming off. I got to get rid of all that. I got to scrape it all down. The front pinion seal seems to be not leaking because I've been watching it for the past week. The old white paper towel trick.
Or-
letting gravity work.
Yeah, piece of cardboard.
Right. So I do have to fix a spring perch. Apparently on your leaf springs on the bottom, there's a peg that will line up on the perch. You know, there were holes in the perch, centering hole.
Okay.
One side, you can see where the peg had moved, and the perch basically, you know, sits like this, right? And then in the center, where it moved, it went like that.
Ew.
Nice thick piece of metal there. So, you should probably straighten that before you put it in.
Mm-hmm.
So anything that would lead to that would also probably say, like, maybe it was a loose U-bolt or something that let that happen, or a bad bushing from an eyelet on the leaf spring. Somebody got on it. I don't know what side. I don't remember what side of the rear end it was, but you could tell that it had moved.
Years of some small thing.
It moved,
off.
right. So, wow, suddenly my car wants to go left all the time.
Yeah.
So that needs to be straightened out, but otherwise, this should be a done deal. So, like I said earlier, though, I was looking for some 15 by 6 inch wheels.
Oh, okay. And
That's for the Mustang,
right. And
stock OE style.
you didn't find them.
Swap meet?
one?
No. Chevy, sure. I mean, well, not original, beat up. Nothing really new. But I found a guy who has a shop over here in Paramount, Collins Tire. I told him what I was looking for. He said, "Well, come on by the shop. Let's see what I have." And Fish said, "Wheel Antiques OE style 60 Series 62 were the way to go." They're great. I mean, so check that out online. Jumped online, did some price checking at your favorite online store. About $80. $80 primered metal steel wheel. Performance Plus has it for a little bit more. So I said, okay, so I had a price in mind. Check this guy out today. He's like $60. He didn't have the Wheel Antiques, but he did have OE style center sections that he'd cut out. Imagine your stock steel wheel. Those original OE Ford style for mid to late 60s,
Mm-hmm.
they're riveted on.
Oh.
Wheel Antiques that are all welded. Because, you know, rivets are basically dry fasteners. I mean, there's a reason why those things separate at a certain speed. You know, they are what they are, and they work for what they were supposed to do. But all your new wheels usually are welded, which is preferable, especially when you get into something that's wider.
Well, yeah.
Right. You know, it has to do with stress and stuff like that. But anyway, so basically gave me a quote for $60 a wheel, factory Ford OE style center section with the 6-inch wide by 15 outer ring that he's going to weld up. Bare steel. I'm like, done. Gave him $100 to do it.
Awesome.
And it's like, I'm beating online. It's going to basically be new. And it's going to be balanced. It's like, okay. Sandblasted. So he's like, you got to be bare metal. You can rattle can them, or you can go get them powder coated.
That's what I was just going to ask.
And I'm like, I can't beat that because, you know, even if I add powder coating to somebody who's brand new down the street, you know, they're going to be over $100 a wheel. So,
$100 a wheel for powder coating?
well, no, with the price of the wheel and powder coating,
Okay.
and probably looking at like $120 per. That still doesn't include the price of the tire.
Right.
So this is going to be a little long road for me, but, you know, tough. I mean, he said, yeah, I'll weld them up. I'm like, wow, somebody's actually going to do some work. And this was the other interesting thing, too, because I walked in, muffler shop on one side, wheel shop on the other, same location. But I walked up, factory OE, Ford style, and Chevy, steel wheels.
Like on display, like right there.
On the rack outside.
Oh,
Like, I need that.
like that's it.
Yeah, pulled out my tape measure, go, that's a 15 by 5. That's the Ford, that's the original Ford for like a 68 Mustang, 68 Galaxie. He had some wheels there just like you have for the truck. With the larger center section.
Yep, that
Same
for
bolt
the
pattern.
hub.
Right. 5 and, 6 or 8 lug?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it's 8.
8. Had those. Looked down on the ground, and he had a Mustang or early Ford 14-inch 4-lug wheel sitting there. And I'm like, dang. Where were you like a year ago when I needed one?
Right. I remember we were
Yeah.
a year or two ago. We were like looking for that.
Right.
I think the last time we were at Turlock, we were looking for those.
Yeah, one sitting right there on the ground. I'm like, dang, dude. This is all I need to know is this place right here. He either has it or he'll make it. And it's not like, oh, that's going to cost it. No. So I was like, you know your wheels, you know what you need. This is what I need. Done.
Plug that name again.
Collins Tire and Wheel.
All right.
Paramount.
Sounds like
The world of hubcaps, too.
I'm done with hubcaps.
Are you done with hubcaps?
I'm done with hubcaps.
As far as the Mustang brakes, though, I think I'm going to lean to the SSBC 67 Ford style 4-piston, just like what's on the Ranchero. OE style. I looked at Willwood. Willwood carries Willwood parts. I can't go to O'Reilly, Craig, or Pep Boys, Craig and AutoZone or Pep Boys or Napa to get replacement parts.
Okay. That's like
Rotors are different. Hubs are different. Same diameter, similar diameters with stuff, but it's just a different configuration.
That's like a lot of Craftsman power tool stuff.
Yeah, it's just it's its own thing.
Right. That
I don't want to go to.
If you want to get
Willwood
accessories or other parts, you have to get their parts.
Yeah. I don't care about red calipers on my Mustang, dude. I just don't care. Slotted, vented. The rotors are vented, OE style, but I don't care about slots. I don't care about pretty bolts, black powder-coated finish.
No, it's a daily driver.
I just need something that's going to work.
Yeah.
So.
And even if it wasn't a daily driver, that's not. I'm thinking of the right words.
But if
what you would really want to do with that car?
Right, but if I had 5 spokes that were with 20-inch rims, it's like, well,
that's what I was getting at.
It's the Brembo brakes and the polished highlights and stuff, and
yeah, but you wouldn't put 20.
and at that point you
rims
go, you might as well put discs on the rear end too. It's like, nah, I don't want to do that.
It's not a show car. It's not a race car.
No.
So.
I just wish Ford had put 5 lugs on my car, dude. Sucks, dude. Weak. But I've come to that point now where it's still cheaper than
a car payment.
It's cheaper than a car payment, but 15 years ago, 20 years ago, when I thought about doing all this, converting the front and the rear to go 5-lug, it cost a lot of money. I had to get original parts, and it's still a lot of money. But it was cheaper to buy a Mustang that had a V8 in it than it was to convert it. That's why it's taken me 20 years to do it. So I'm still looking at well over $2,000, but I could sell the car for probably $5,000.
Hey, Remember that 68?
The '68 Mustang. That I paid $432 for.
Did that have all the right stuff?
That did not have power disc brakes.
Okay.
It had just regular drum brakes.
Okay. Well, good. Because otherwise you'd be kicking yourself going, man, I should have just taken that thing apart.
Well, yeah, that was a good car for what it was. But the other issue that I keep thinking of is, I've got this 69 Ranchero with a 390, which I'm finding out has the same front spindles and brakes that will go right on my Mustang. I know the engine will fit. I know the transmission will fit. Rear end probably won't fit.
Yeah, but do you want to do that to the Mustang?
Not really.
And then...
But that's the thing. You're like, well, I could do this. But there's, you know damn good and well, there's no room in that Ranchero for a 390. 1/8 inch tops all around, front, rear, side to side.
Yeah, that's a tight fit.
That's a lot of engine in that car.
That was really tight.
It took us 12 hours to put that thing in there, man. A pain in the ass.
Well, it was a lot harder taking it out because there was that bracket underneath.
Yeah, power steering bracket, right. That hose bracket. You can see it.
And the shock tower's in the way. Brake.
Yeah.
The power
booster.
Got to take that thing off to do anything.
It was harder to get in with that on there, but yeah. Which, yeah, how did it come out but not go back in? Yeah. Live and learn.
Good times.
Good times. Yeah, good times. Oh. So, but no, I can't do that. I can't do that to that car. All I can do is pave the path to a small block later in life. But I told the guy, I said, I'm converting. After I dropped the deposit, I go, okay, cool, man. Can I get it next week? And he's, sure, no problem. I'll give you a call. I'm like, okay, cool. I said, yeah, I'm going from 4-lug to 5-lug. He's like, just nodded his head. He said, yep. That's what everybody does. I said, I can't find those 4-lugs anymore. Those 4-lug wheels. Rear end, he's just like started shaking his head.
Hey, would you consider putting maybe a 289 in there?
Small block, yeah. As long as it's cheap.
Right.
Because it'd be, it'd be coil springs, transmission. I still have to shorten the drive shaft for doing an 8-inch.
Yeah.
See? But it's my car, dude. I can't let it go now.
No.
All I can do is retire it.
Right. Which, that's not going to happen.
Not for a while. Not for a long while.
You know? You've had it for
25 years.
Oh, okay.
I can't get it go.
And then who's... Well, okay, it's a Mustang, so it's got a higher resale value than other things because it's a Mustang, but still you're not going to get what you've put into it over the years.
It's the cheapest base model Mustang ever built.
Mm-hmm.
But for 67, it should have had a 289 in it. I wish it came with a 289, man. Jesus.
When I told my boss about it, that was the first thing he says. What, it doesn't have a 289?
See, right.
And I'm like, no, it's a straight 6.
Cheap on easy on gas, but...
Straight 6, 4 lugs. He's all 4 lugs?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yep. And, that's his problem.
Yeah.
It's not,
it's not a Falcon. It's not a Comet. It's the long lost forlorn 6, man. It's just Chevy Nova 6-cylinders had 5-lug.
But that's what you inherited, and
true.
That's what you got. So,
and now it's time to pony up.
Yeah. Well, after 25 years,
I think
you know,
it's time to pay up.
you know, you got
How
plenty.
much have I really paid for this car?
Yeah. So I mean, you've
Cheap
gotten
tags, cheap insurance,
you've gotten plenty out of it.
cheap gas. Through over 300,000 miles. Let's see, I put over 200, so.
Yeah. So it's time.
It's a family car, man.
Yeah. You're the second owner. You know. So maybe one of the boys will eventually be the third.
Not until I'm gone.
Right. Besides, they want some muscle. Or at least one of them does.
They have to show some some kind of motivation to actually turn a wrench, but I have a feeling that will happen very quickly at about the age of 15.
I think our next project, whatever it may be, I think they learned their lesson with the Ranchero.
The 68?
Yeah. You know, it was like, hey, Dad, is that for me? I was like,
No.
You didn't help.
You didn't pay. You didn't work for it. You didn't go mow lawns to help pay for it. You don't work on it.
You know,
but it was just.
I remember offering to say, "Hey, man, do you want to learn how to do brakes?" Nah.
Nah, I'm gonna go ride my skateboard later.
Yeah, but I think whatever project comes our way in the future, they might be singing a different song.
I have a feeling that won't happen until a friend of theirs gets a set of four wheels.
Okay, I can see that. You'd be like, ooh.
Because they got, remember the friend who we took to the the antique drags?
Yeah.
He'll probably get a car first. And he's a gearhead car guy, so he will probably get, I predict he will probably come home with some kind of Dodge pickup or maybe a Chevy.
See, I was thinking like
because he's Mopar family, so.
Oh, they're see, I was thinking 74 or 75 Camaro-ish.
Maybe.
Just because
it'll depend on what he really wants to get.
And how much money he has.
But yeah, it'll probably be a V8 though. So
right, V8 Nova or something like that.
Yeah, he'll be filling the cracks with the rubber soon enough. But once they go for a couple rides, I think somebody's going to be looking for work. You know. Hey, man, as long as it's domestic, I've got most of the tools.
Yeah, I've got very little metric here.
I said, it's coming. You're gonna be wanting your own car, man. By the time you're 16, 17. I said, your Dodge Charger is very, very expensive these days.
Yep.
And it's only going to go up. So, I could pull up an ad and say this is the price and put a date next to it and stick it on his bulletin board. And by the time, hey man, I want to get a car. It's like, guess where it's at now? And he's going to be kicking himself.
Yeah, it's not like 15 years ago. We're like
20 years ago.
Yeah, we're like a Cornet with like a 318. Was on par.
Please get this thing out of here.
Right.
Oh, this is Barrett Jackson. This is 20 grand.
Ugh. So, what else has been happening?
I got an email from Rocky Phillips. Remember Rocky Phillips from the Eagle Field Drags? He's the guy who puts on the
Oh, okay.
Apparently,
I didn't.
What?
I didn't see that email.
I sent it to him kind of early with this podcast stuff through my regular email.
Okay, well that's why I didn't see it.
Yeah. Then. But I'm on his what do you call that? The
list.
The group list. Yeah. Anyway, the Eagle Field runway, they have to have some work done. It's an 1/8 mile drag strip. and they got to have some. They're looking for some money to repave the end of the track. Sorry.
Yeah.
And because it's deteriorated, and of course it's out in the middle of nowhere. There's no major.
That's Cowtown, man.
That is Central California. Central, man. It's just nothing there. But
barrier on one, cement barrier on one side, dirt on the other.
Dirty on the other. 8th Mile, Flagman start. Great show. We had a great time out there, and I wish we could have seen the Demolition Derby. And 2013, we're supposed to be out there for fish and with fish in May because he said he was going to take us 49 out there.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, that's what we said, man. You go listen to the previous podcast and the date of the pictures and the video we have. That's was on our to-do. And we did say that previously also about the easy up and the whole bit. Just say yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, see?
That sounds great, man. Count me in.
Okay. We have some goals for next year. But anyway, Eagle Field Save the Runway fundraiser is December 15th. There's a no-host bar, which opens at 4 p.m. and dinner at 7 p.m., and it's located at the O'Banion Park's Del Hale Hall location. Sorry about that. And it's located in Dos Palos, California, Center Drive, Dos Palos. So these guys are looking for money. Phillips puts on a great show, vintage style. We had a great time out there, man. So,
yeah.
I mean, motorcycles, some fast cars out there, man.
They had the Whizzers.
Not so fast, Whizzers.
They had the flag guy chasing the flagman chasing down the Whizzers.
Yep. So there's a flagman start, flagman at the checker flag down at the other end, 8th Mile. It's like 1940 style training center that I guess is the real deal, and they use it for movie props now and movie sets because it's so untouched.
Oh, that's right. Charlie Don't Surf.
That's right. Exactly. So apparently they're gonna have food prizes, a silent auction, and you can also put some bids in on eBay. And you can donate some stuff for the auction, and all the proceeds benefit the Eagle Field. And if you have any questions or comments or want to check it out, you check out the website is eaglefielddrags.com. So
can you do a straight donate if you can't make it to that?
You can also do that. So
because I don't see us making it out there.
Not in December because we're going to be pretty busy in the next 4 weeks.
Right.
But hopefully, if we get out there in May, they'll have their track done. So
I'm down. Give me a date, and well, you know me. Give me a date. I'll find a room.
You're good at that,
Mr. Wolf.
There you go. So what do we got on the calendar, man?
Let's see. Next weekend. Which is, I'm looking at it, 17th, we're supposed to do that interview with the Gas Girls.
Yeah, the Gas Girls. We're going to do an interview with them and some members of their car club over here at El Camino College. I guess they're doing a test and tune of some kind. So that should be pretty cool.
And then the day after that was the Performance Plus.
Performance Plus Tire, yeah, over here on Long Beach. They're supposed to have a cruise in.
Up on Cherry and like Long Beach Boulevard. No,
I want to say Cherry and the 405 right there by the airport.
A little bit more north, but yeah.
Yeah. And they'll be doing a food drive, canned food drive for Thanksgiving. So that should be pretty cool.
Which I'm a big fan of Performance Plus. They put the wheels and tires on the Galaxie, family-owned business. They do great work.
They put tires for the Ranchero for me too, man.
Okay, and
good customer service.
Really hope we've got an email going out. Hopefully, we can get a little interview with a manager or somebody.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Just it depends how much time they have, how much we get, which, that's how we do it. It's like,
Pretty much.
See what we see and do what we can do.
Yeah.
The weekend after that is the Good Guys.
That'd be November the 24th. Well, the Good Guys event is the 23rd through the 25th, but we'll try to hit it on the 24th. That's down in Del Mar. So I've never been to a Good Guys show. I'm assuming it's going to be a lot of finely painted hot rods, kind of like a LA Roadster show, or something to that caliber.
Yeah. The only Good Guys shows I went to was in Texas.
Yeah. Gotta love Texas, man.
With Fish, and it was a pretty big event. We do have media passes for that, so we should be getting some good photos and video from that
check
thing.
Check that out, man. Maybe we can hit Stone on the way home.
Don't have to twist my arm.
All right, December the 2nd.
John Force.
That show is huge, man. I suggest we leave first thing in the morning, get a breakfast burrito, and just go check it out because it is packed.
It was packed last year.
Packed.
Wow. It's been a year already. But that was the first time we met up with Ed Owie.
Right.
Yeah, and the
F100
100 Club.
Yeah.
But
that's a toy drive sponsored by the CHP. So
yeah, that was a great show last year.
Great show, and we'll have to bring some goodies for some kids. Yeah, that's a huge show. And then December the 8th is the good old Moon Eye show.
Another one that's always
back at Irwindale.
That always pulls some cool stuff.
Eighth
mile.
8th mile drag racing.
Yeah,
perfect. Hopefully we'll get the GoPro on that and get on the starting line and get some really cool stuff.
We're supposed to have passes for that. Haven't gotten them yet.
Okay.
Speaking of passes and things like that, make sure that you check out the Hot Rodder Journal. The guy behind it is Tim Bailey. We're doing some writing for them. Last issue, we did have at least one contribution.
Yeah.
We've got a couple more contributions sitting up on their server, waiting for future issues. It's free.
Can't beat free.
All you got to do is sign up for the mailing list. I haven't gotten any spam.
No, I haven't gotten any either.
So it's safe. The only emails you really get is like, hey, new issues up, click here. They redid the interface.
Ah, cool.
So it's, I know the first issue was a little rough as far as the interface. They because they wanted to get it out, then they fixed all the software issues and all the little bugs. So works really good, for an online magazine. Lots of things to click on, and it all works the way that you would want it to. So we should have a few things in there in the next few issues. Let's see. Always got to send some love out to Junkyard Jeff.
Junkyard Jeff.
Which we saw.
That's right. Wings, Wheels, and Rotors.
That's right.
Great show.
It's actually, is he in SEMA right now? Or
he's
SEMA over?
Back from SEMA.
He's
SEMA
back
was
from
last
SEMA.
week.
Okay. Which that's one of our goals for next year is SEMA.
Yep.
Also we have Turlock in January.
Oh, yeah.
Which...
Bling.
Yeah. A party of weird dust.
Partay.
But always a good time.
Always. Love the Central Valley once again.
And then, let's see. Got to send out the plug to the 91 Car Show. Was it March? I want to say March 3rd.
I want to say March.
I know it's March, but I think it's the 3rd.
I don't remember the date.
Yeah, I don't have a.
That's the Down Low Car Show.
Yeah.
Kicking off the year. That'll be a good show.
You know, is it Featherly Park? No, it's RV Canyon Park, which
There
is,
you go.
but it's close to Featherly Park.
I think it used to be called Featherly Park.
Okay, so I'm not too far off.
No.
We'll have more information on that as it comes up. Let's see. Interviews we're working on would be Steve Stillwell, which is part of the F100 club.
Right.
He's been editors of several magazines.
Several magazines, right.
He's starting his own website up, waiting on an email so we can get everything all linked up with them. I don't know if it's stevestillwell.com or not, but do a Google search and they at least have their beta, site up. Let's see. Waiting on an email from Trace Edwards for
Next year's Ink and Iron.
yeah. And
That'll be cool, man.
Yeah.
2 days this time.
at least.
At least. We're going 2 days.
I'm going to see what I can do about getting us a room on the boat.
Oh,
So
that's a solid 2 days.
that would exactly.
We live a mile away.
Yeah, but if we can get a cheap room and 48 hours of ink and iron, we actually might be able to see a little bit more of it.
Heck yeah, we will.
So then, let's see. Hit us up on Facebook. Toss us some email. You want some apparel or something like that? It's on the site. We didn't go to any shows this weekend, so there's no new photos, but there definitely will be next week.
Yeah.
So until next week, my name is William.
This is Davis.
Don't skimp on the primer.